Watch the pigeons pack dog shit. Ugly thing. But in my hands, well, I was stupid. 'Cause with this dad, I blackmailed myself again. And in my vulnerability, unreasonably, you made me Norman Bates' mother. Some scarecrow in your company. Well, I became cannon fodder. Between the bed and the wall, banging on the window, lifting up my dress, licking the frame. Well, I became Norman Bates' mother. Between me and the swinging trees, through the cartoon lightning and the stinking rain. Well, I did it to myself again. All my enemies joined hands in a circle and prayed for every bum disease and the impy plague, which are not the same. They're not the same thing. They're not the same. Everything, you know I can't stand it when they shine a light from this angle. You could be confused as cute in your outfit. Everything, oh everything, everything. How can I undo the things that made me the person I've become to you? 'Cause I can't change. You need to change. How can I make right the awful things that I have done in your eyes? 'Cause I can't change. You need to change. Every now and then, a smell will send me off into past lives, playing chicken with Ben, committing crime at a wedding, getting brained in a medieval tavern, toothy head from a maiden. Feel the burnt out ambition of my bartender's eyes. Taste the cold sore I contracted from my ex-wife. Ugly mind, ugly life, ugly thing. Ugly mind, ugly life, ugly thing. Guide the stream around the bend of your two legs. Let the weather grab you a smile. The Leaves and bird seed and teeth found on the ground form a memory of your late wife. Now I have made myself unmovable so I can stand up to those dirty words. Now I've become such a fleeting feeling shared like silver between the birds. It's criminal, this feeling I get when you're lying on my back. And I used to go to such ordinary places, but where they are now I forget. It's criminal to think. It's criminal and let the bees and trees and birds do their thing. They're not your problem anymore. Stab the ground with what's left of your peace. What are you doing all this for? I thought that I could change my own mind, but I've been built just like everyone else. Now I've spun so many lies, I dropped like tea bags off the shelf. It's criminal, this feeling I get when you're lying on your back. And I used to go to such ordinary places, but where they are now I forget. It's criminal, this feeling I get when you're lying on your back. And I used to go to such ordinary places, but where they are now I forget. It's criminal to think. Criminal and in the cold light day I felt stranded, like a worm plucked by a bird who gave in. Like a bird humped by a train, I exploded. You're not to blame. You're not to blame. While I lay in the stoner's rage to pick up my son from the Thai jail, freshly bailed, and the curse my father has given to me is the one I'll give to you. Now you're out, what are you gonna do? And how will I pay for your mother's boobs? I made a call from my secret red phone. My mother will strike on a lonely beach in the stabbing rain. You'll be sore from crying, but when I have my day, you'll hear the yawns of passing trains. Those restless beasts will ruin their teeth once again. Entropy. Entropy. Entropy, entropy. Your excuses are like soap, you know what I mean. The more you use them, the less you clean, or something. Like a junkie's dog with blind hope, gnawing on his sleeve. A fishing rope pulled at my feet. You shouldn't have, but you let go. Wouldn't you know? Entropy, entropy. Entropy, entropy. Demons, demons, a satellite of demons, spinning with glee, ceremonially around my postman. There's a barbecue in his Oakleys, there's concertinas play, and next door queue for me, solemnly, since their dog went missing. Well, they've had their suspicions, they're in no mood for a party. Neither would you be when your neighbor is this creepy. And the dad regrets this, but he told his therapist that he feels like the mind that drives Thomas the Tank. Oh, he is. Oh, so terribly useless. And our host makes a joke and laughs an arrow of smoke upstairs to where his daughter is getting head. From the gaunt boy in the rival family that says all Germans have autism or that it came from there originally. He comes up for air and says, well, they should apologize for their country. He comes up for air and says, they all stole venom, they all stole venom in their underbite, and that's not right. Well, I mean, Dad, in debt to the night for hiding my disgusting light. I'm in debt to the night for hiding my disgusting light. Last night she had the perfect dream. She wore the gown her mother grew up in. Crows and dressed the Virgin Queen. The town sold flowers into the stitching. But since the apocalypse she plays Scrabble in a bunker, and every day she wishes that the blast would have killed her. So she could be dead with her friends and her sisters. Instead she's stuck in this hole with a monster that whispers. You can do what you like. You can do what you like. Just go outside. You know you're not my prisoner. Just go outside. For someone who says they want to die, you know you're really taking your precious time. Well, I'm in debt to the night. I'm in debt to the night for hiding my disgusting light. I'm in debt to the night for hiding my disgusting light. Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Pearl Harbor. Hiroshima, Guy Ritchie, Twin Towers.
I'm Mark Riley, and I'm hopefully going to do all right until 11 o'clock tonight. But I'm really thrilled to say that we've got Edwin R. Stevens live in session tonight. Hello, mate.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, before we get onto your record and your history also, you introduced me to a band probably around about a month ago, and we've been playing them an awful lot now. And now I always try to do my best. You, bless you, you even did a phonetic kind of relay of their name.
Tai Have Heb Dragolin.
Yeah, and I think I might have kind of nearly nailed it because you keep telling me, and I keep listening on the phone just to make sure. But they're great, and I've been playing the new record. I played it tonight. I Was Once a Neil, I think it's called. And you haven't heard that yet, so no.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but thanks for that. So you've got your record, and you brought me a copy tonight, which is really kind of you, A Plague of Gimps, and it's a really special record. And could you tell me to begin with about the title?
The title, I noticed I was using using gimps in a lot of the songs. I think it comes up 2 or 3 times, and I couldn't think of a better name.
Right. Well, I wonder why this word was floating around in your subconscious.
Yeah, going on.
Well. Rather you than me, mate. But okay, you're gonna live with that. And so, what was the kind of cut and thrust behind the force of making the album in the first place?
I was basically going to do like a big style album, like Death of a Ladies Man. Have my friend arrange the score. The theme is basically a hangover from my previous album, that God on All Fours, because that was all based around kind of like, it's all based around the similar kind of themes, like God on All Fours is about my biological father dying, and then all this information coming out about him, and then as a child you build like an avatar of this person to kind of deal with what's going on,
right?
And then when that's gone, you know, it kind of like makes you, it sent me a bit mad, I think.
Trying to make sense of it.
I tried to make sense of it, yeah. And then so this one is basically like the other end of coming to deal with it, and then, you know, getting on with it.
Right,
basically,
okay.
yeah. But in these little intrusive thoughts that keep on, you know, that are going to persist and try to live with them, you know what I mean?
Right, of course, yeah. And do you know, I mean, I'm saying it's a special record. I mean, Wrong Speed Records, it's a great label. We play a lot of their stuff, and we have Hey Colossus in session and Hi Joe. They're really, really so committed and taken with this album. I mean, every time they email about it, they have to say, right, listen, this is seriously. And the tune you're going to play next is, well, I think it was Chris, was it, from the label, said that he thinks That Ugly Thing by Your Good Self is the best thing they've ever released. So all the other bands are sat there listening going, what? But it's a beautiful thing.
Thank you. It's pressure's on now.
The pressure is on, definitely. But so you're going to do each song. You're going to do 4 for us in total, 3 at this point. But in between each song, you're going to tell us what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all right? So start with Ugly Thing then.
Okay, Ugly Thing is about shame. Simple shame.
Okay, all right. Thank you. As I say, just quite beautiful. Edwin's R. Stevens live in session with Ugly Thing. So the next song you're going to play, we've also been playing on this programme, which is called Criminal. Again, would you like to just talk us through it a little bit, if you can?
Yeah, this one, this is an old song going back about 3 years, and I just liked the lines, and I didn't have anything for it. And then the end bit was basically came about when my friend got broken up with quite brutally, and it's a bit of a thing of saying that like it's not her fault, this would have happened anyway, or it's nothing to do with you.
Right, okay.
It's nothing to do with you.
All right, okie dokie. Here we go then. Edwin R. Stevens, Criminal. Edwin R. Stevens live in session with Criminal. The 2 tunes that you played thus far, Edwin, will both feature in my best of the records of the year. I absolutely adore them, I really do. As I say, the album is called A Plague of Gimps, and people will have heard Edwin on the programme before, either with Irma Vep or Birthmarks, most likely. Is there anybody else who needs to have a shout-out, a credit within all of this, apart from your good self?
Oh yeah, Wrong Speed Records, and Luke Andrew, who does the videos. Incredible, man.
You have seen the videos?
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Who else? Yeah, there's loads of people. It'd be going on for too long, I think.
Right, okay. It'd be like the Oscars. We don't need that,
yes,
do we?
Yeah.
All right, then. So you've got one more tune to do now. We'll have a break, and then we'll come back later and do one more. You're going to do Blood in the Dumb Room. Anything you'd like to say about this one?
Yeah, this is a kind of came out of becoming a dad and thinking, oh my God, I hope I don't pass down on all my stupid stuff to my children.
Good luck with that, mate. I mean, we've all been there. Okay, Edwin. We'll play that for Edwin R. Stevens, who is a big fan as well. Kevin Ayres, Didn't Feel Lonely, from 1974 from the archive. Edwin, welcome back.
Cheers.
Just to reiterate, the album is called A Plague of Gimps by Edwin R. Stevens. You've got some dates coming up. You're playing the Flying Duck in Glasgow on the 20th of March. The 21st of March, playing Camera in Manchester, which is above the Lloyds in Chorlton. Yeah. And then on the 10th of April, Deptford Junction in London. And then the 11th, you got Paradise Garden in Cardiff.
Yeah, that's it.
Excellent stuff. Okay, mate. So you've got one more tune to do for us. You're going to do The Bunker. And can you just give us a story behind this one?
Yeah, this one is quite simple. I think it's just about complacency and the lack of perspective. Yeah, a lack of perspective. Complacency and a lack of perspective.
It's not about me, is it? Okay, Edwin, get to it. Thank you, mate. That's a special thing, you know. That is Edwin R. Stevens live in session with The Bunker, the final tune tonight. The album is called A Plague of Gimps. It's on Wrong Speed Records, and it's wonderful all the way through. Edwin, thanks so much for coming in, mate.
Thank you so much for having me, Mark. Nice one.
Much appreciated.